guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Trish. I wanted to come in and give you guys some ideas on what to do this fall and this autumn. I usually associate fall with my seasonal depression, just being sad and gloomy, but this year I really made it an effort of mine to get myself out of that mindset of just preparing myself for the worst. Also, I think with the transition from summer to fall, I used to place so much expectations on fall based off my happiness scale that I experienced in the summer. So all the fun rush, the fun highs of summer, I would try to place that expectation onto fall. And that's just not unfair to that season because happiness looks so different every single season. Fall should be a time to recuperate, recharge, get your life together, or rest, harvest good things, be thankful for where you are in life. So with that frame of mindset, I wanted to share with you all just things you can do to really embrace the autumnal season, whether you're having a fun go fall or an emo goth autumn. I've really been feeling emo goth autumn vibes lately, as you can tell by my really dark colored nails, my chunky docs, and just my fashion t-shirt. I really vibe with it. So let's get into the video. Okay, first idea is go to a pumpkin patch. Very easy, very self-explanatory. Pumpkin patches are super fun to go to. It's nice to go with your family, nice to go on a date. It's just an experience in itself. The next idea is go to an apple orchard. Luckily enough, I went to this place. It's like a massive orchard where there's also a pumpkin patch and an apple orchard, so I got to do both. It was super cute, super fun, and I thoroughly suggest that for whoever wants to go. The next idea is drink hot apple cider. I never drank hot apple cider until I went to the apple orchard, and oh my gosh, it's life-changing. I've always drank the ones that you would drink on New Year's, the ones that your family will let you drink and make you feel like you're cheersing to the new year with a very fancy bottle of champagne, but it's actually just sparkling apple cider. Hot apple cider is such a different experience. It's really delicious. It has nice hints of cinnamon. The next one is have a Studio Ghibli marathon. I wanted to talk about like a scary movie marathon, but to be honest, I am not one for scary stuff. Still haven't watched Squid Game. Everyone in my family has watched Squid Game. I introduced Squid Game to my parents and they're already at like episode 6, 7, and I'm still on episode 3, so I'm definitely have a tight stomach for anything scary, so I need things that will comfort me. And for an autumnal season, definitely Studio Ghibli is such a comfort binge for movies. I love it. I love that movie so much. It makes me very happy. Next one is make ramen. I love ramen. Ramen's so versatile. You can customize it. It's such a comforting home meal that is super easy to make, super wholesome, and it always makes me think about that one Ponyo scene where Ponyo goes, "Ham!"
Careful, Dot!
The next one is go to a Fright Night, which is like a scary amusement park. Be a little cold, get a little scared. It's super wholesome. But again, I don't know if I'll do it because I got a tight stomach for anything scary. Melanie! The next one is to go to New York City in the fall. That is if you're fully vaccinated and if your country allows you to go travel. That is a very privileged to-do list on this bucket list, but I personally am going to New York City this weekend and I'm so excited! I'm so ready to be in Central Park right now with the leaves changing colors, but I just have this big infatuation with New York City. I romanticize it so much. I'm kind of afraid that like if I romanticize it too much, I'm gonna be let down by my expectations when I go there, but I'm coming in with an open heart and just seeing what I'm ready to receive from the city of New York. Okay, this one goes into the apple theme, but make an apple crumble. My brother and I love making apple crumbles. He's obsessed with apple crumbles. We have an aunt who just makes really delicious apple crumbles. It's super easy. Put some oatmeal, flour, butter, cinnamon, and it's just delicious. Add a scoop of ice cream there if you want to. Next one is coffee shop dates. These are so underrated. I feel like I used to go to a lot of coffee shop dates back when I was in university, but now that I'm graduated, I don't go as much as I want to, but I just went this past morning with my friend Kurt, and we went to a coffee shop downtown. It was super fun. It was so wholesome. The aesthetic was definitely hitting the right spots, and the windows faced south, so the lighting was just incredibly beautiful, and we got some fall themed drinks. I'm not sure what it's called, but I will put the name right here. But it was just the perfect fall drink. It was not your typical apple macchiato or pumpkin spice. It had like an orange peel, some delicious spices. It was nothing like I've ever tried before, and it was just the best coffee fall inspired drink I've ever had. The next one is invest in orange lights. In general, I love the color orange. I feel like people have told me I emit an orange aura, so I kind of already have a very orange aesthetic in my room. But I have a sunset lamp, and I bought that over the summer because I knew in the fall it gets dark and gloomy really quick, really fast, and I have a hard time with not having enough light. I need a lot of sunlight to like boost my serotonin, so I bought this sunset lamp in hopes that it will help me get through the fall, and so far it's worked really well for me. The color orange just emits this radiant, warm color and energy and vibe that I definitely need to get me through some of these cold fall seasons. The next one is to buy some fall scented candles or any fall scented essential oils. The next one is to go on a bookstore trip. I have this big problem of not reading the books that I buy from bookstores, so I have a bunch of books at home that I haven't fully read through yet, but every time I go to a bookstore I just get so entranced by the book covers and the summaries that I have to get those books because I know like those messages and those storylines will definitely like benefit me in the long run. So if you're anything like me, read your books, but also don't feel bad for buying more books, because as long as you keep those books in your library, it will remind you to read it and you'll have a nice and beautiful collection. People say that you can tell a lot about a person by their book collection and what they read or what they want to read. Whether or not you decide to leave that place with something, it's just a nice way to feel inspired and read other people's work for a bit, feel inspired by the knickknacks around you, and just leaving that place rejuvenated with like new ideas and new perspectives as well. The next one is have a self-care night. I love taking showers in the dark. It's such a sensual and intimate experience that I've cultivated for myself for my self-care routine. And the way I make my showers a ritual is by lighting one single candle, so that's like my only source of light. And I usually like using orange candles, again with the orange lighting. And I have this nice little nook where it's safe enough for me to place the candle, so while I shower I'm not worried about whether or not it's going to topple over. Place the music in the back and just like shower to that. Basically part of my everyday routine because I have to shower in general, but I make it extra special by having that candle, turning up the light and listening to music and just really being focused on myself and calling myself back into my body. The next one is to take a fall drive. I think these are so underrated. I'm so grateful to live in the Pacific Northwest where the leaves change colors, and every single drive I go through I see different colored leaves. The next one is to go hiking. If you're in a place where you can hike, it's so nice to just sit in front of a tree, in front of a lake, and just like really bask in that moment. Next one is host a Friendsgiving or any fall festive dinner. I love the idea of having a candlelit dinner. Having a potluck with your friends is also really cute, so you don't have to put all that effort onto yourself to be cooking food. But if you love cooking and it's like a love language of yours, feel free to cook for your friends. I want to definitely have a Friendsgiving this autumnal season because it really puts me in a place of gratitude. And definitely have those candles. Have those candlelit dinners. It's so intimate. It's so beautiful. Be extra if you need to this fall. The next one is to go to a grocery store. As soon as I saw those cornucopias in Safeway, I knew it was fall. My Fun Go Fall came out. It just signaled to me that fall was here. So many like seasonal items come out. I love going to Trader Joe's. They have like these really cute seasonal items like pumpkin bread, and it's just so fun to explore the different things that they offer during the season. The next one is to have a full moon ritual. The next full moon is October 20th. It's a full moon in Aries. I'm not going to get too deep into the full moon ritual because that could be another video. The next one is to fall asleep to rain or any nature music. The next one is go seasonal thrifting. It's really nice to go to thrift stores to find like those fall staples, like some nice flannels, some nice leather jackets, or some boots. The next one is to go watch a live band at a vibey bar, an indie bar, or an indie club. I went to see my friends perform. They're called Jack Lando. The lights were so beautiful. I loved the red. It just emitted like very sensual emotions. I just miss live music, and I'm really happy that I was able to experience that where I am. Next one is to go to Oktoberfest. Haven't been to Oktoberfest ever. I know there's a lot of like beer gardens that pop up in America, and there's like this little German town in Washington called Leavenworth. Maybe have a trip to go to Leavenworth for Oktoberfest to have like that full German beer garden experience. The next one is something I did, cut my hair and get bangs. I think having a darker hair color and bangs is so fitting for the fall. And if you're afraid to get bangs, just remember hair always grows back, and if you don't like your bangs, you can always clip it back or style it another way. But I think it's just a nice way to welcome the fall season when you change up your look a little bit. The next one is have a bonfire, lay out some s'mores. The next one is watch a sunrise on a crisp morning or even the sunset with some friends or your significant other. The next one is to visit a county fair. The next one is to trick or treat if you're young enough, or give candy if you feel like you're too old to go trick-or-treating. It's just so nice to participate in these like little rituals we have every year. The next one is go to the library, go study something new, go read up some books, stay in there for a few hours and absorb some new knowledge. The next one is to recuperate from the summer, plan and get your life together. I usually associate fall with like recruitment season, testing season, all these things. So this is probably a good time to just like step back away from everything that you have to do and just plan and reorganize things. If you use Notion, definitely use Notion to like plan your life, but also bullet journal. I love bullet journaling. Just take this time to like really focus on yourself and your goals and systems that work for you. The next one is to have a disposable camera photo shoot or a Polaroid photo shoot. Because you can't tell what the photo is going to look like when you use disposable cameras, it makes it even more memorable because it's captured in that moment and you can't really take it back. The next one is to go to a new art exhibition wherever you are. Just visit your art gallery, embrace whatever art is being shared in the world. The next one is to go on a walk in your neighborhood or any other neighborhood and just to identify the trees and to identify the different changes that happen, as well as noticing how the trees react to the change of the sun, and it reflects back into how your external world reflects your inner world. So when you're able to identify those changes, you're able to also identify the changes within yourself and how you're reacting to the change of season, the same way you identify the change of the trees. The next one is to make a list of people you're thankful for, and this rolls into the next suggestion is to make letters for people you are thankful for. The next one is to go stargazing. If it's not super cold where you are, maybe take an hour drive or a drive away from the city where there's not a lot of light pollution and cuddle up in some nice flannels and get some blankets and just lay under the stars and identify the different constellations, see the Milky Way. It will be such a beautiful experience just to see the wonders of the universe. The next one is to volunteer. This is the season to start volunteering. Go to a local food can drive or hand out meals or make little care packages for people who are experiencing homelessness and need essential things like socks, toiletries, just things to help them get by this really cold fall season. The next one is to have a lazy Sunday morning, sleep in if you need to, play some music. I love listening to like lo-fi hip-hop or any like chill Korean music. Be in your pajamas, dance to the music, play some Etta James, play some Marvin Gaye. Have a nice lazy Sunday morning and literally take your time cooking and be with the people you love. If it's raining, walk in the rain. It's up to you whether or not you want to bring an umbrella or not. I want to try both. I like the sound of the rain when it patters down the umbrella, but I also want to be in the rain and feel the rain on my skin. It just reminds me of Natasha Bedingfield's song Unwritten. Let's play it. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Feel the rain on my skin. Well, thank you guys for making it to the end of this video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Trish. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. Also, let me know what you're looking forward to most in the fall down in the comments below. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!